let's see. O sige. So wala pa si Robert Chipanco, so I will take over until he comes, di ba? All right. So what I'd like to do to all those listening, no, and just to let you know, we have this plan, which is that much later it will be available to the public. No? We want to say we're honored to have Numeriano alias Ted. We'll call him Ted. You can call me Ernie, and we call each other by first names if possible. He's the most outstanding organic young farmer of Region 10. Basically, he did his Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, of course, major in crops, no? And he graduated cum laude. But he did not stop there. He used his knowledge to bring happiness to others, no? Especially in this area of too much chemicals, right? He concentrated on organic, right? He got the Villar CPAG Award from Senator Villar. He is the co-owner of a very nice company at 23 years old. He's a co-owner, real entrepreneur. Yeah. It's called Mushroom City Company. And for those listening, this may be very good, not only for spreading loves, maybe for yourself, right? Because talk to us about this, and maybe we can do it ourselves in our small areas that we control. He's been a speaker in many, many various agri-related seminars, not keeping to himself, but spreading the word so others will do what he can do. He could be selfish, not just make money, but he's not selfish. He's really a person who, the kind of young person that our country needs now, spreading the word so that others can become happy. Today, we'll cover, how we established this company, what are the challenges, potentials for us to know, and then what is it ahead and what plans there are. And all through instead, as part of your talk, keep in mind that we want not only to learn from you, we want to be your sentinels, your messengers. We want to be part of you. So tell us how we can help you. All right. Okay. So, Ted, may I then request you to start? Do you have slides to present, Ted? Do you have slides?
Yes. Yes, po.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask. Are we ready? Are you co-hosting it, Henry? Will you give the slides, or will Ted himself show the slides, Henry?
Sir Ted, what is your preference?
I
You
will
will
go
control
into
it or
yes, po. I
sige.
will go in.
So
sige.
screen share na lang.
Screen
Okay
share.
po.
Sige.
Ito po yun. Sorry po.
Yun. Terrific. Thank you, Ted.
May I ask po if you could see my presentation po?
It's
Yes.
here. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you po. Okay po. So, sorry po, kinakabahan po ako. Sobrang ano pala ng mga participants.
Pero ikaw,
Sobrang tanda.
ikaw outstanding party leader namin. Outstanding ka, kami regular.
Okay po. So, first, I'm going to share you a story po. So, this is the story of 2019. There is nothing special about this year. But on this year, it made us realize that growing on a farm is special. So, not many people can say it anymore. For a couple of years now, we've always wanted to tell a story on what we do. So, and this year, this is what we are doing. So, this is the story of Mushroom City, a small company that started with the makeshift mushroom house from a very small bamboo shed. So, this is Mushroom City. So, I think we can all agree that being a farmer is a blessing. Although it may be a blessing, it doesn't mean it comes without hardships. So just like the tomato farmers here in Bukidnon, despite of the bountiful harvest, despite that Bukidnon is known to be one of the major producers of tomatoes, still our tomato farmers here in Bukidnon are facing a lot of challenges. And we are no different from the rest of the tomato farmers here in Bukidnon. We really experience a lot of failures during our during the way. So this is the story of 2019. There are no milestones, but I think that's a good thing. Year after year, we keep on going, and we are proud of it. We are proud of what we do. This is the story of Mushroom City. Good day, everyone. I am Numeriano Ted Quimado III, and isa po akong batang magsasaka. I'm a young farmer and a co-owner of Mushroom City, and I'm going to share to you about Mushroom Kingdom, a little bit about Mushroom Kingdom. Okay. So first, the first topic that I'm going to discuss is how we develop Mushroom City. So at first, production lang po yung focus namin, but ngayon we already have our farm school and farm tourism. So tingnan natin isa-isa. Sa aming production po, hindi lang kami nag-focus not just on mushroom, but we were able to produce our own mushroom spawn, yung similya ng mushroom. We able to have our mushroom processing, vermicomposting, stingless bees, and nursery. So yan po yung component ng farm namin ngayon. So here are the Pleurotus species. So this is the major crop that we grow in our farm. We have our pink, the Pleurotus jamur, the yellow mushroom, the Pleurotus citripillatus, and the gray mushroom, the Pleurotus sahor. So it's a very colorful world ang yung mushroom po. So hindi po tayo matakot na kumain nitong mushroom kasi cultured po ito. It is safe, it's edible. So we also have our other species, the shiitake mushroom. So it is very common in mga ramen. So we were able to grow this in our farm. We also have our Ganoderma. So I think if you could familiar with other coffee like Jim's Coffee, they have this Ganoderma component in their coffee. So we are also growing this in our farm. We also have this Volvariella mushroom. So in our locality, we call it kaupas or ligbos. So I don't know if meron bang participants from Mindanao. So ligbos or kaupas yung tinatawag po dito sa amin. And so here is our mushroom production. So it's a village type. So we use mga available materials. So here is our bagging area. And we have our small bagging machine to facilitate the production. And inoculation area. Here is our inoculation area. So dyan po basically dyan po nagtatanim yung ibig sabihin ng inoculation. We also have this pasteurization setup. So dito pinapasteurize yung fruiting bugs to avoid contamination. And then we also have this mushroom spawn production area, our laboratory. So this is our laboratory. And this is during our assessment because we are a farm school. And I'm assessing one of our students if he could already perform the basics about mushroom spawn production. So this is our mushroom processing. So we have our fryer and the oiler. So mushroom processing is a very important component in mushroom production because one of the problems in mushroom production is it is very perishable, madaling masira. Kaya we need to process it to lengthen the shelf life of our mushroom. Kasi 2 to 3 days lang siguro nga masisira na ito. So we really need to process it. And so here's our mushroom chicharon. And we also have our vermicomposting. So we have our vermicomposting because all the waste in mushroom production, we have this what we call spent oyster mushroom substrate. So basically, if hindi na magbubunga yung mushroom, yung materials na ginamit natin, like corn cobs, sawdust, if hindi na bumubunga yung mushroom, yung iba tinatapon lang nila. Sa amin, ah, nilalagay namin sa aming vermi beds at pinapakain sa aming mga bulate. So, it's one way of recycling our waste also through vermicomposting. We also have our stingless bees. So, they are native bees na na-rescue namin yung mga kahoy na naputol. So, kinuha namin yung queen at yung brood nila, nilagay namin sa box para mapalagaan sila. And also, for having care in our environment, merong mga pollinators. So, in terms of pollination pala, this stingless bee has greater efficiency than the imported na mga species like mga Apis mellifera. This stingless bee is much greater in pollination. We also have our nursery. Another component in developing mushroom, our mushroom company is we also venture into trainings and farm school in order to share our knowledge. So we are now accepting seminars and trainings, OJT, and educational immersions. So like this, we already conducted a lot of trainings from farmers to OFWs. So we are sharing our technology. Lahat talaga sinishare namin. So our training is on-site in our farm. So they could really see the actual mushroom farm setting. So we also have this NTFP, mga non-government organizations, TESDA. We have our students in TESDA and OJT. So makikita niyo almost kaedad lang po namin yung mga OJT namin. So but we also maintain our respect for each other, although parang friends lang po kami. OJT. So we have our OJT from CMU, Central Mindanao University, plant pathology students. USTPCDO, these are food technology students. They are developing recipes and menus using mushroom. And USTP Claveria, they are entrepreneurship students. So madami na pong pumupunta sa farm having their OJT. We also have educational immersions. So these are high school students. So they could so maybe they could appreciate farming. And other component in our farm is the farm tourism. So meron kaming mural art na mushroom, so they could take pictures. So this is our family portrait. That is my father, my brother, and my sister. And at the left, that's my mother. So my father is Dato Alhaon. He is the Dato in our locality. That's a mural art. We also have these other paintings in our farm for tourism purposes. And also, there are educational tours, farm tours, farm to table tours from CDO, Cagayan de Oro City, from different places. I think this is from Zamboanga and armies. We also link. We also collaborated with armies because we conducted trainings to the rebel returnees. So for them to have their livelihood. Also, their family there are families na pumupunta sa farm. They are they're just basically having fun. So fresh air, walang ingay, walang pollution. So they could relax in our farm. And also ATI, Agricultural Training Institute, we also partner with them since we are a learning site for agriculture. And this one, we also have, because we have different agency that we partnered, kibali, kami, lahat ng programs na binibigay ng government, ginagrab namin. So, this is from Picard and CMU TBI. This one. And there are other visitors, I will just, ano na lang po. And also mga benchmarking, mga ganyan. And for now, I am very excited to share to you, we are building our mushroom cafe. So in our mushroom cafe, ito po yung mga products na na-develop ng mga OJT students namin. We have our mushroom tempura, mushroom patty, mushroom steak. So sabi nga namin, ito yung makakalaban ng Jollibee soon. Pero joke lang po. Hopefully. Ito po yung talagang mushroom base po talaga ito. Healthy alternative. We have our mushroom sandwich, mushroom chips, and mushroom toast, mushroom tart. Ito pong nasa left corner, yung top po niya, somewhat sa mga nagugutom diyan, meron po tayong pwede po kayong tumingin dito sa left corner. Yan po is creamy, garlicky, and juicy, and then the crust is crispy. So parang ganyan po yung lasa niya. And then so baka if anyone, very welcome po kayo na makapunta dito sa farm at matikman po itong mga products namin. So we also have this alternative to chicken wings. Yung meron pong mga garlic, honey garlic, barbecue, buffalo. So the sauce is somewhat similar to the chicken wings, but mushroom po yung ginamit namin. And we also have our mushroom tocino. We have our mushroom burger. We were really inspired in Tagaytay. So nakita namin po yung some post from other people na gumagawa sila ng mushroom burger, kaya naisipan namin na baka dito sa Bukidnon mag-click din. So we developed this mushroom burger and mushroom pasta. So we also have this mushroom donut na develop. So these products are all developed by our OJT students. So they could really perform what they do in our farm. So ito po yung mga products na na-develop namin, and ngayon pupunta na tayo sa challenges and potentials, kasi hindi lang good thing ang nagiging sa farm. So we have a lot of challenges. Unang-una, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung perishability. Napakadaling masira ng mushroom. Kasi mataas yung moisture content niya. 2 to 3 days lang na hindi naka-ref, talagang masisira na siya. And other one, contamination. Ito po yung contamination, ito po yung there are other organisms na tumutubo, hindi dapat lang po kasi in doing mushroom production, yung nakukulture, we have this term pure culture, na mushroom lang talaga. Meron kasing iba na mga fungal organisms like trichoderma, aspergillus na tumutubo. So, and also we have these insect attacks. But hindi naman masyado itong insect attacks kasi naka-enclose yung mushroom house natin. So, and timing of production. I think dito po nahihirapan yung iba sa timing of production, because ito pong mushroom production, meron tayong tinatawag na flushing. Kumbaga, merong time na maraming bunga, napakaraming bunga. Like sa amin, may 50, 60 kilos na bunga. So mahihirapan ka na mag-market if hindi mo na anticipate yung uh, timing of production. So it's very important. So dito talaga nahihirapan yung mga small growers and even us. And for the potentials, by mushroom cultivation, it is possible to provide employment. So in our locality, we were able to employ at least 10 people na nagtatrabaho. Yung iba nga merong mga ina na dinadala yung maliit nilang anak tapos dinuduyan nila sa isang corner and then they will do the bagging. And yung iba, mayroon silang 5 anak and then they will perform bagging. So I will pay 1 peso, 1 peso per bagging and there are some families na ang isang anak nila makakatapos ng 350. So isang anak nila 350 pesos and then meron silang maraming anak mga 4 to 5 children. So malaki yung income nila. And other potentials is that the substrates required for mushroom production are always available and cheap. Kasi this substrate, dito yung tumutubo yung mushroom. And all we need is agricultural waste like rice straw, rice hull, sawdust. Yun yung mga materials na kailangan ng mushroom. Kasi itong mushroom, meron silang enzymes like the lignocellulosic enzymes that would degrade the lignin and cellulose in our agricultural waste and then they will turn it into a protein-rich food. So sila lang yung may kakayahan niyan na kaya nilang i-turn yung waste na let's say yung rice straw, kaya nilang i-turn yon into a protein-rich na pagkain. So isa yun sa napakalaking potential ng mushroom production. And then, for the agrochemicals are not necessary. Bakit? Kasi mushroom don't need they don't need fertilizers. Kasi hindi sila plants, ibang kingdom sila. They are from kingdom fungi. So and they could hindi nila need ng sunlight, hindi nila need ng NPK, hindi nila need ng fungicides. Kasi yung fungi, yung mushrooms, they will just absorb the nutrients na meron sa let's say rice straw, corn cobs and they will convert it. So yun yung kakayahan ng mushroom, napakalaking kakayahan niya. And other potential na nakita ko is this farming requires little capital. So I started this company with my little scholarship na nakuha ko po when I was studying at Central Mindanao University. So I just started 3,000 pesos lang po. And then pinalaki ko hanggang na-expand yung brother ko. I have my a co-partner which is my brother. So tinipak niya yung alkansya niya, it's piggy bank and then binild namin yung Mushroom City Company with a very little capital. Other potential is that mushroom cultivation is also a type of organic waste recycling process. So basically, natutunan natin during our elementary na fungi are decomposers. So kaya nilang i-decompose yung mga bagay-bagay. Yung waste galing sa farm, not just decomposing but we could decompose this waste and we could also produce food at the same time. So napakalaking advantage ng mushroom production. Okay? Sorry po. So I think this is my last slide and gusto po namin i-share itong tagline namin na buhion ta ang sektor sa agrikultura. Let's keep the agriculture sector alive. So before I will end, I will show you a video, a short video presentation. So para so that you could know more better what is Mushroom City? So, stop. Sir Moderator, can I
Henry.
ask for help? Paano nga to?
Henry, paki-assist.
Stop kayo. Sorry po. And I will going to share. Ito po. Ito po yung video namin.
Sound. No sound.
Sorry po.
Walang sound.
Walang sounds. May I ask help po, sir?
Yeah, can we have the sound, please?
Sir Ted, hindi kasi ma-share yung sounds mo. You can, you can share through, may tatlong button dyan sa upper right. Tapos, piliin mo lang po yung share sound. Para,
Ito po. Let's try po.
Good day everyone, I'm Bong.
Ito po, narinig niyo na po. Okay na po.
Yes.
Sige po.
Good day everyone, I'm Bong. And I'm Ted. And we are the Kimado Brothers. Welcome to Mushroom City.
Mushroom City Company is one of the training centers in Bukidnon recognized by the Agricultural Training Institute and TESDA. We specialize in the production of mushrooms through the adoption of advanced farming techniques brought about by our team's technical expertise and the convergence of interventions from various government and private institutions. The business venture started when me and my brother were still studying at Central Mindanao University. My brother, in his free time, would go to the professional mushroom growers until he learned the technicalities on how to cultivate the mushrooms.
We started our business with just a couple of fruiting bags, financed from our own piggy banks and scholarship allowance. Both me and my brother contributed around 3,000 each. We started from selling our harvest to our neighbors. Then came an order of 800 fruiting bags, which totaled to 25,000. That got us thinking, mushroom production has a very huge potential.
Now, our small company is currently producing fresh and processed mushrooms on top of being a training center for aspiring mushroom growers. We also offer fruiting bags, vermicast, mushroom spawn, plant seedlings, stingless bee honey. As the production goes, we always aspire to be socially responsible because we want to help as much as we can to ethically provide livelihood to marginalized locals.
Ako si Abit, taga Kalasungay ko. Doora siya dili na ako makatuglayo nilabos tanan. Napod ko'y makuha diri nga mga pagtulunan, makuha nako tong sa kay maayo sila ikuan sa agriculture.
Ako dahil si George Biscas, 28 years of age. At first, gasugod pa sila na ako sa ilaha. Dagan po advantages nganong binhi. Una-una, dool ka sa iyong pamilya, kadadlaw ka makauli. Butan po ng mga galon. Dagan kayo kag matunan, unang-una. Ang consistency nimo sa trabaho. Siguro kani mga 3 to 5 years lang dili na siya inani, siguro mas daghan pa mi nga trabante din.
Hi, I am Christine May R. Liornas, a graduate of agriculture in CMU. I am also the company secretary and the TESDA registrar of this farm school. Sa una, Nagtrabaho ko sa isa ka private company. Dayon, QA ko nila dito. Dire karon sa Mushroom City. Mura Japon ko QA, pero more on paperworks. Usahay na po ko sa lab, sa processing. Karon nami OJT, usahay ako pud gyapon ang ga-manage sa ila. Sa mga tao nga gaani sa farm nga gusto sila makatuon, natabangan sad sila nga mas ma-educate kung unsa dining mushroom farming. Aside sa among mga processes, nakatabang pud ni og mga silingan nato diri nga makahatag sa ilahang work, maskin sa pagbaging, magtabang sila baging, sa pagtanom, sa pag-process.
Ako day si Brian Glenn nga Q sa Lingguhay, 19 years old. Nag-eskwela day ko sa CMU first year college. First pa lang yun na dili nagid ko nag-assist tabang ka Kuya Ted. Natabang sa Mushroom City is maka-eskwela ko samot na karon is pandemic nga kailangan load kay online class man. Ikanang kuan makaato sa CMU need og pliti ako magamiton para sa eskwela mga gamit.
Tapos one thing po nga naka-nindot sa my experience dere is ginatagaan mig chance sa owners na mag-formulate og mga pagkaon based on mushroom. Then sometimes may mga bisita nga mga muanhi, and then nami chance nga ipatilaw sa ila ang mga na-formulate na pagkaon. So makakuha gyud po mig feedback, so makabalo mi unsay ang i-adjust kay kanya siya nga mga product is amo siyang ginabuhat kay para sa ila pong future cafe. So more like nindot kini siya nga experience, and also honored pud me nga may mong part sa journey aning pagdako sa Mushroom City.
My name is Eric James Gamayot.
I am Christine Laraga,
And we are the food technology students from
the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines, Cagayan de Oro City.
Right now, we are currently constructing our cafe, and we will be serving products that came from mushroom. We love sharing knowledge. We love inspiring people to venture into farming, especially the youth. That's why on our extension activities, on our outreach activities, we partnered with several government agencies such as OWA, CMU-TBI, Agricultural Training Institute, TESDA, the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Were able to conduct seminars to the rebel returnees on how to grow mushrooms as a livelihood. In terms of our waste management disposal, we have a vermicomposting facility, of which these substrate materials are left along with other compostable organic materials. We have become a role model to the youth. Our story has become an inspiration. Our enterprise has become a proof that there is money in farming and young people like us can do it. We envision to become the largest mushroom producing farm in the country, catering both local and international clients, and the leading expert on urban, smart, and sustainable farming technology.
Hagit na mo sa kabalanunan! Buhil na ang sektor sa agrikultura! Woo!
Good day, everyone. I'm Bong.
Okay po, so that's Mushroom City po. And thank you for listening. Again, buhiun ta ang sektor sa agrikultura. Let's keep the agriculture alive. Thank you, and may the Lord God bless us all.
Thank you, Ted. What an inspiring talk, no? And the youth should really lead our country. I like now to turn the floor over to the head of the MAP-ABCD leads group, and he really creates business. And I think what you presented really shows, no? Low investment gives employment, helps women, youth. That's a fantastic. I mean, you're the ideal speaker for this kind of forum. I'd like to have this spread it. So I turn it over now to the head of this group, also is the auditor and officer of MAP-ABCD, Robert, can you take over, please, Robert?
Sure. Thank you, Ernest. No, and basically, well, it was a very good what the presentation. We'll call you. First name is what's your first name, Mr. Timado?
Numeriano po, but you can call me Ted.
Ted. Ayun, Ted. Okay, so that's a nice one also. All right, so Ted, very amazing because I know the mushroom business. Because we have a small mushroom farm in Paradiso in Mendez near Tagaytay. And we also looked at mushroom burger in somewhere along that area where you were looking at, no, or you were showing, no. So very, very, I would say enterprising ang style nyo from, you're a very good, shining example of kids, young kids, okay, growing and then going into farming, which yun na yung pinapropose na aming association to encourage young people to go into farming, no? So, ang question ko ngayon is, well, you started with 25,000. Okay, now I think you're growing, no? And then now you're going to coffee shop, and then you're going to do a lot of things, no? Ang tinatanim nyo ngayon right now, to my understanding, is oyster mushrooms. Okay, is that correct? Or what are your other different mushrooms that you're planting?
For corrections po, sir, we started at 3,000 pesos po.
Oh yeah,
my
sorry.
scholarship. And then we have shiitake mushroom, ganoderma mushroom, and the oyster mushroom. So 3 species po ng mushroom yung kinugrow po namin.
Right. So what's the second one? Gagane?
Ganoderma po. It's
Ganoderma.
a used for tea and coffee. Hindi po siya for culinary. For
Alright.
ano po yung gamit niya.
And then the third one is the oyster, no?
Yes po.
Oh, yes. Okay. So anong can you explain ano yung characteristic niya, how to grow it? Kasi nung meron kaming farm, no, medyo hirap kami sa ibang breed ng mushroom. Basically, madaming Japanese. We operate also a Japanese restaurant. So madami kaming kailangan ng mga shiitakes and all of these mga imported na nakikita ko sa groceries, mga imported. Sabi ko, hindi natin magawa ito? Nagagawa natin karamihan are basically the oyster. Kasi madali. So, can you explain the characteristic? Quickly lang, no?
Sir, for me, we started shiitake and nakapabunga naman kami, but the problem was sino yung bibili? Kasi sa Robinson 1,000 per kilo and we are living here in the province. So 1,000 per kilo is a very big amount for a 1 kilo na food. So ito po kasing oyster, very less lang po yung magagasto natin, and so in return maliit lang din po yung selling price natin.
Okay.
Compared to shiitake po.
Alright.
Kasi
So
yung
good.
shiitake, mas mahirap po yung shiitake ipatubo.
Yes, so good. No, so I'm happy to hear. And then, just a question before I invite everybody to just please raise your hand to our reaction button, and so we can we can open this to the questions. But we have to end at basically officially at did I say, Marie, 9 o'clock? Is it? Okay. And then open it to an informal. Okay. Do we end, Marie, at 9 o'clock? Question.
Normally, we end the formal part of the forum at 9 o'clock. Ngayon,
Yes.
if sila Ted would be available to go beyond kung may mga
Alright.
questions pa. Okay ba yun, Ted?
Yes po. Okay po. No
Yes,
problem
okay.
po.
Up to
Sige.
sawa. Up to max.
maximum of 10 o'clock only.
All right. Okay, up to 10 o'clock. Okay. So Ted, I'll just quickly ask a question. What is your return on equity or return on investment with this mushroom business?
I think if 8 pesos na investment po, kaya pong mga 60 pesos. Ilang percent po ba yun? 8,
Well,
60?
actually, but yeah, I know that's your profit, no, gross profit. But normally, return on investment means, kunyari, within 1 year, you put out 3,000 pesos. At the end of the year, how much did it become? Simply you have to deduct your salaries, and so on and so forth. No, it may
Yung
be important, no, to the business people and the farmers who wants to go into this. So maybe Ted, you can share it with us.
actually sir, hindi na namin masyadong na-track yung ano,
Okay.
kasi yung money na ginamit namin is hindi po bulto pa, patigi-tigi po yun. If mayroong pera and then improves the farm. So hindi po bago ngayon lang po namin nire-record yung mga expenses
Okay.
namin na may application po. Pero I
Okay.
think 2 years po o 1 year bawing-bawi na po.
All right. So 1 to 2 years. So let's say na lang 1 year. Okay. So that's, or 2 years, it's a 50% return on investment. Yeah. Very good. Very good, no? So, all right. So maybe, okay. So let's ask Henry to ask your question.
Actually, wala naman po akong question, pero may nag-chat si Ma'am Helen Del Rosario po. May question siya for Sir Ted. Ma'am Helen, hello po.
All right, Helen. Okay, while waiting, Helen, are you there? Okay.
I'm sorry. I used to buy button white mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, enoki from the supermarket, and it's not cheap, but we love cooking those mushrooms with our with our recipes, with our meals. I'm just thinking, can these mushrooms, because it has more value than what you're planting, like oyster mushrooms, and is it feasible that this kind of varietals, these varietals be planted, can that be planted here can be farmed here in the Philippines?
Okay po. In mushroom production po, we have these tropical na varieties and temperate varieties. Ito pong oyster kasi is tropical, pwede sa Philippines na climate. And itong mga button, they required colder temperature. So I have a friend na nagtry siya nito, and then naglagay siya ng air conditioner condition. So ang kinalabasan, yung total revenue is lesser than is more than the total cost, kasi mahal yung electricity sa Philippines and hindi pa ganun ka-efficient. So para sa ngayon ma'am, yung answer ko dito talagang mostly tropical pa talaga na mga mushrooms na variety yung kaya natin, like the milky mushroom, the ganoderma, the oyster mushroom. Ito lang talaga yung para sa akin efficient na i-grow ng mga farmers dito sa Philippines.
Yung ganoderma, sa pinyo lang ba ginagamit?
Yes po.
Yung kasi alam ko yung ganoderma is for weight loss eh. Parang
yes,
naging nutraceutical, nasa nutraceutical industry na yan.
Yes po. Yung iba sa ginagawa nilang capsule.
Oo, capsules. Bakit hindi, have you explored going into that direction?
Future plans po. Hoping na po.
Sige, maraming salamat and good luck.
Yes, thank you, Helen. Nice question. So let's go to next, Ike. Of course, go ahead, Ike.
Congratulations, Ted. May buntag from Mindanao, Butuan.
Thank you, sir. Nanay Bisaya, good sir.
Yeah. Ang question ko, parang napakaganda ng ginawa mo. But what is the potential out there? Kasi parang napakadaling ituro, madaling i-expand. Malaki ang potential sa livelihood, even among the indigenous people. No? Napansin ko, IP ka pala. But what is the demand? No? Maganda ang formula mo, mobilize mo yung mga gobyerno, mga pribado. But can we really bring this to the world para mas maraming makinabang dito sa ginawa mo? Gaano kalaki ang market globally?
Sir, hindi ko ano talaga yung mga figures kung ano ano ang numbers na demand talaga. Pero na-notice ko lang po dito sa Philippines lang po, dito especially dito po sa Bukidnon, nakita ko po wala pa pong mga institutional buyers talaga, like sa corn meron na talaga mga institutional buyers. Dito sa mushroom talagang i-introduce mo pa, ikaw pa yung magbebenta. So that's why we are posting sa Facebook, we are making videos telling stories. So at now po yung phase in the Philippines is talagang parang introductory phase pa lang talaga na it needs pa na more learning or ano, kailangan pa natin i-introduce talaga sa mga tao na meron ngang instancer na meron akong pink oyster mushroom and yellow. Wala talagang bumibili. So ang ginawa ko binigay ko na lang. Pero hindi niya tinanggap kasi akala niya it is poisonous. So talagang hindi pa talaga ganun knowledgeable yung mga tao when it comes to mushroom. So talagang ito yung pinupush namin na let's encourage more Filipinos to eat mushroom. Kay very healthy man siya. It has a lot of proteins na hindi naman walang fat. So very healthy na pagkain. Pero hindi pa talaga ano sa mga Pinoy. So, yun
Thank
lang po
you.
sir, yung ano ko talagang wala pa akong idea globally. Pero meron akong nakilala sir online na nagbebenta ng mushroom chips, nag-i-import na.
Export, you mean?
Export, sorry po. Export po. Yung mga mushroom chips nila. And yung iba naming produkto pumupunta na rin sa ibang bansa pero hindi pa as a commodity, as ay pasalubong pa lang po.
Wow.
Yung mushroom burger sa Tagaytay, parang may halong beef. Totoo ba yun?
Yes po, 50% po yun. Yung sinerch ko po, mayroon silang 50% na beef and 50% mushroom.
Are you planning to make 100%? Kaya
Yes
ba?
po. Yes po, we have a 100% po and we also have a 50% na beef and 50% mushroom. Dalawa po yung variant na ginawa namin. And we also have a mushroom sandwich yung term po kasi medyo mas malaki yung mga mushroom. Pero meron din sa bun, yung sauce niya parang sa burger din. Pero yung mushroom na nabuo yung ginawa namin. Hindi na namin blend, pinulverize kasi gusto namin na meron pang chewy na texture yung mushroom.
Okay. Just a quick one,
Pwede
no?
bang mag-grow?
Just quickly, Marco, can you understand Tagalog? So, so we can ask Ted to speak a little more on English, so you can understand. Okay, go ahead. Can you?
Kasabot man ko Bisaya.
Ay, Bisaya.
Grabe, talo pa kami. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good, good. Carry
Okay.
on, Ted. Yes.
Ted, pwede bang mag-grow yan sa urban areas? Hindi ba naapektuhan ng pollution?
Sir, yun din po yung pinupush namin na urban farming. Kasi itong mushroom po, enclosed po siya ng mushroom house. So, safe po siya. And itong mushroom nga is ginagawang bioremediation. If meron pong pollution like contamination ng mga chemicals, yung ginagawa sa ibang bansa, nilalagyan nila ng mushroom, yung mycelia ng mushroom and then substrate para ma-absorb at i-degrade ng mushroom yung chemicals na nandun sa isang contaminated area. So we call it bioremediation.
Okay.
Okay, very
Thank
good.
you.
Yes, no? So let's go to Bernie. Okay, Bernie, please.
Ted, my question is, kasi you mentioned, no, for yung mga training, it's
Yes,
done on site. So basically, you are catering mainly to the local market. Is that right?
Yes po, local market pa lang po yung ano. Pero pumupunta na rin yung products namin dyan sa Luzon, Sa Tagigaraw, mga ganyan.
Mm.
Right. So,
Through formal channels ito or parang buyer to seller lang?
Meron din pong government intervention po, yung sa DOST, I think the One Store PH.
Okay. Tapos si Ernie Villaluna, pinapatanong niya, kasi galing siya sa mining industry, no? Benguet mining. So ang question niya, pwede ba gamitin yung mga old tunnels to grow mushroom?
Yes po.
Dark.
Yan po yung ginagawa ng mga companies po sa US, yung hindi na mapakinabangan ng mga tunnels. They would convert it into mushroom production po. Napakaganda po na gawin na mushroom growing room yung mga tunnels po.
Okay. Sige. I-share mo sa amin yung PowerPoint presentation. I-allow ba ninyo yung ibigay
yes
sa
po.
amin?
Opo.
Kasi hindi siya makapasok eh. Nahihirapan siya. Kaya pinapatanong na lang niya yung mga questions niya.
Sure.
At saka, pwede ko ba ibigay mga contact details?
Yes po.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow, very good. Well, exactly. It's 9 o'clock. So what we'll do is we'll just formally end this meeting by just giving acknowledgement to Ted, and then we now go to the next level, which is the informal. No. So may we ask basically Ted? Firstly, we would like to present to you a certificate of what do you call that appreciation. We post it in the now in our screen. Just wanted to post acknowledgement of you being our speaker today. Yes. So okay. So this is a certificate of appreciation to Numeriano. Okay. Ike, maybe you wanna what do you call that? You are Ike. You wanna mute? Thank you, Ike.
You want me to read it?
No, to mute. There's some noise coming in. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ike. No. So we'd like to offer this certificate to Numeriano Imado III as resource speaker for today, September 13, Tuesday, no, given in Makati, Philippines, no, signed by our president, Chairman Julius Barcelona and President Ernie Ordonez, no. So we'd like you to receive this in behalf of the Management Association of the Philippines, Agriculture, Agribusiness, and Countryside Development Foundation, Inc., known as ABCDF. So thank you so much, Ted, for being our speaker. Okay, and now this ends our formal meeting. Now we go to the next level, which is the informal, and normally we end at 10 o'clock. So we have a lot of exciting questions, but before we move on the next meeting, the next forum, we will have the salt making and iodization, okay, by Dr. Andy John Tadeo, which is very interesting as well. Okay, so please don't miss this, and then we'll try our best to make the Zoom link easier. Okay, but it's so complicated now because I think you have to register a lot of things. So let's try to make it simpler. Julius, secretary, please. Okay, just the number and the ID. That's good enough already. All right.